Yes, but I think we ought to start just to go straight back to first principles, really, and try and describe what we mean by an attention deficit or a distraction surplus, whichever way you want to look at it. I think most people would agree that there's an epidemic of anxiety amongst the young. We know as a simple, terrible empirical fact that self-harm amongst children and adolescents is at an all-time high. Indeed, it barely existed when I was at school. If you'd said, someone had said to me, do any of your school friends self-harm? I wouldn't know what they mean. I'd literally, this idea of cutting, but I've given talks in schools as from Eton to comprehensives in difficult areas, and they've all had the same problem. It doesn't seem to be related to class or income of parents. It seems to be a systemic problem of anxiety, upset, and pain amongst children. And as you know, self-harm is, children, when asked why they do it, they say, in order to stop the pain that's happening in my head. They cause a pain in their skin, and it breaks one's heart to think of such a thing. That's an anxiety and a stress crisis, an unhappiness crisis, and we can all see that. Attention crisis, well, on the one hand, you can see children so attentive to their machines, to their devices, that you could say, well, how can that be a lack of attention? They are paying so much attention to the video game they're playing, to the TikToks that they're watching, to the Instagram pictures that they're swapping, etc., etc., etc. This is huge attention, but it's just attention in a direction that we might think is deleterious.
To learn more on this, check out my book and audiobook on attention, Stolen Focus.